Hello, my name is David Cacho, and I want to talk about one of the most revolutionary educators and philosophers that I believe, and that is Paulo Freire. Paulo Freire was born in Brazil, and he was an educator and a philosopher. He's best known for his book, Pedagogy of the Oppressed, where it focuses on liberating the oppressed through education. Key influences on the critical pedagogy and social justice education. Some of his core models of education are the baking model of education and the problem posing education. The banking model of education is where traditional education, where a teacher is depositing knowledge into passive students. This model is dehumanizing and limits critical thinking. Now, the problem-posing education is where the education is a dialogue between a student and a teacher, and this focuses more on the critical thinking and co-constructing knowledge. Some of the concepts of critical consciousness are the key to empowerment. Education should just not be teach facts, but help students recognize and challenge the oppressed. Freire believed in education as a tool for social transformation and not just a personal knowledge acquisition. So gaining more by experiences that these students would see versus just facts. His educational influences were huge impact on education, where he inspired literacy programs worldwide, especially in developing countries. His work influenced critical pedagogy and emphasizing the role of education in promoting social justice. He helped shape cultural relevant teaching by recognizing the values of students' lived experiences. And this teacher-student relationship is very key to his philosophy, where the teacher and the students are co-creators of this knowledge. Now, in the past, him and his association with the Catholic Action Movement helped apply his ideas. So he used his dialogue-based learning and literacy program with his association with the Catholic Action Movement, by teaching these peasants critical problem solving and critical thinking through real-world issues. It rejected the traditional top-down teaching and emphasizing on collaborative learning. His methods were successful in empowering and marginalizing communities and fostering democratic participation. Some of his huge, critics really didn't like how it overemphasis on the political. So some critics argue that Freire's approach focused too much on politics and not enough on academics content. So his method may be challenging to implement in a traditional rigorous educational system as well. A lot of critics had a lot to say about him. One of the critics claimed that Freire focus on students' lived experience could lead too much subjectivity and compromising the objective learning goal. That didn't stop him though. He pushed on. So to leave his legacy behind, Freire's work continues to influence social justice education and culturally responsive teaching. His ideas have inspired educators to focus on the student agencies, critical thinking, and social activism. Today, his ideas are applied in various education settings, and most of those are in the adult literacy program and higher education and beyond. So that concludes what I know about Freire, but I'm sure there's a lot more to go. Thank you.